Welcome to this customer journey video where we're going to be looking at the offer stage from an unrepresented claimant and a claimant representative view. We will cover what happens when a customer rejects their offer and then issuing court proceedings. We will look in detail at the non-protocol vehicle costs, NVC, when taking a claim to court. As seen in other videos, the customer will receive an email notification advising them their claim has been updated. When logging in to the portal, the status of the claim will have updated to show the offer received, and the customer will need to review the offer made by the compensator. The customer now needs to decide how they wish to proceed with their claim, and can view a breakdown of the offer and fees to help them make the decision. We're going to look at what happens next for the customer if they dispute an offer in the first instance, and then if they go on to dispute 3 times over. On the first, second and third disputes, the customer has the option to go back to the compensator with a counter offer or go directly to court. If the customer chooses to send back a counter-offer, they are presented with a breakdown of the offer made, and here we can see that they are provided with further information on the difference between tariff and non-tariff injuries. In short, tariff injuries include whiplash-related injuries, and non-tariff-related injuries are any injuries in addition to whiplash. The customer then needs to choose from the list of offers made which ones they disagree with and create a counter-offer for each, giving reason as they do so. If they select something relating to property or non-tariff, they are asked the amount they believe they should be compensated. If the customer selects the tariff amount, they will be presented with the screen shown here. It is explained to the customer that the tariff injury amount is based on the prognosis term. If they disagree with the period chosen, they can choose a different time frame and provide their reasoning. Once the customer is happy with their counter proposal, they will click on to continue and be asked to check the answers they have provided. Here the customer is asked to verify the facts they have provided by signing the statement of truth, and they're then provided with information on the next steps for their claim. The claim is then sent to the compensator for them to review the counter offer provided. Each time the compensator comes back with a new offer, the customer will be updated the normal way and asked to view the offer again. For the purposes of this video, we have processed 3 counter offers on this claim, and we're going to look at the screens a customer views on the final offer. Again, the customer is given the options to accept the current offer, wait out their prognosis, or dispute the offer. As this is the 3rd time the offer has been disputed, the customer now has no other option than to take the compensator to court. At this point, the customer is asked again to review the offer and tell the compensator why they disagree with the offer made, and also to check the information provided once more before it is taken to court. Now the customer is happy with their answers and that they wish to proceed to court, they're asked to complete the non-protocol vehicle costs section. However, we're going to cover this in the next section of this video. As mentioned earlier, the customer can start court proceedings at any point once the offer has been received. In their claim dashboard, they're provided with a My Other Actions section and the link seen here. By clicking on Go to Court, they're provided with the information shown on screen now and asked to confirm that they wish to proceed to issue court proceedings. They are notified at this point that if they do proceed, the claim will move out of the portal and be dealt with in court and the compensator directly. As mentioned, the customer is now asked to complete the NVC, which is any cost of repairs to the vehicle that they were travelling in or where the vehicle has been written off. This notifies the court that the customer wishes these costs to be considered in any offer made. By agreeing that they do have NVC to include. They are then asked a series of questions regarding these costs. Firstly, if the vehicle was written off, if repairs have been completed, and if costs have already been recovered. Then they are asked if a temporary vehicle was provided. If the customer answers no to this question, they can move on to the next. If they answer yes, they are asked if they paid for the costs of the temporary vehicle, and if they didn't, who paid for them. The next questions ask if the customer drove the vehicle to the garage themselves and if it was held in storage. More information is required here depending on how these questions are answered. The customer is now asked to add all of the costs they wish to claim back for NVC and are informed that they will need to upload all relevant NVC documents through their claims dashboard. They can do this by pressing Save and Exit, add in the documents, and then returning to this screen. While adding the costs they wish to claim, they are provided with the drop-down shown. Then they will need to add the description of the cost and the full amount. They can then continue to add all costs that are required. The customer is then asked to check their answers and the cost that they have supplied before submitting. Now the claim has gone back to the compensator to review all of the information the customer has provided and send a response. Once the response has been received, the customer will need to upload and select all of the required documents for court. As seen in previous videos, the customer is supplied with a list of documents required for court. Then they are asked to select from the documents available which ones they wish to send, and finally to review this list. The list of documents have now been sent to the compensator to review and accept that they agree that this list is correct or advise on more documents that need to be included. Once reviewed, the compensator will send this back to the claimant to complete all further information required. Now the customer is advised to print the documents that they've selected to take them to court with them on the day. The customer is then asked if they have the defendant's address where this has not already been provided. If this cannot be provided, the defendant will show as the compensator organisation name on all of the documents. The customer is now asked to advise where their preferred county court hearing centre is, and also to provide any witnesses of the accident and their details. The customer is then asked if there is any other evidence they wish to provide that has not yet been included. It is then explained to the customer that the court will provide a generic set of directions for NVC, but if they believe that there are any reasons why the court should give different directions, they should let the court know here. Finally, the customer is asked once more to check over the details supplied before submitting to the court. Now the claim has been taken to court, it is removed from the portal and any payments will be made outside of OIC. In this short customer journeys video, we have now covered disputing an offer and court proceedings, including NVC. Thank you for watching.